YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Australian Jiao Shu. In the past week, the federal government in Australia released their final budget for the federal election in May. And the main opposition party released their budget reply speech, and a few of the minor parties. But in the opposition budget reply speech, the energy part was interesting. They're looking to create an East Coast gas reserve to be used in the domestic market in the East Coast. Perhaps that always should have been there. But if that eventuates, that'll be a good thing, in my opinion. And the real big takeaway, in my opinion, would have been the fast tracking and acceleration of resource projects like the Northwest Shelf, things like that. And I hope that happens onshore and offshore all over Australia with all resource projects. It'd be good to see Australia get back to more business. Nuclear gets a mention, and I don't see why Australia has to go down the nuclear road. Well, all the ancient technology like windmill road either. See how good that is. But why Australia has to go down the nuclear, or wants to go down the nuclear road, when Australia's probably the biggest coal exporter in the world, as I said before on the channel, and why Australia isn't building high efficiency coal-fired power stations all over the country, employing thousands of highly paid Australians, is just beyond me. I mean, all the coal gets exported and it all gets burnt anyway. So we in Australia may as well use it for baseload power anyway, because it's all going to get burnt anyway. Immigration gets a mention, and it looks like they want to cut net permanent migration or something like that by 25%, but it's coming from such an extraordinarily high number that, is that really any different? Is it really worth, is that going to attract a vote if people really look at the numbers? I mean, 75% may be more apt, and perhaps a hold on citizenship after what's been happening for 5 years, and really take a look at, take stock of the whole immigration system. I mean, foreign students get a mention, like a cap or something like that. And if you look at the numbers, as I've spoken before on the channel, I mean, foreign students are like 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 per year. And well, in my opinion, as long as they come, they're doing a legitimate course, and they leave at the end of the course, or they get deported, and perhaps there should be no pathway to citizenship whatsoever. Just come, do your course, pay your money, and leave. I don't see why Australia doesn't do more, bring in more. It's big business. It's big business. I mean, and perhaps by Canberra, because you're looking at those numbers, but then you look at the real big numbers, and that's, you've got 1.78 million, or nearly 1.8 million New Zealanders coming into Australia in a 12-month period with full working rights in Australia. I mean, what's that? What are numbers like that doing to the rental market in Australia? And perhaps more importantly, is what's that doing to the job market in Australia for Australians? 1.78 million New Zealanders with full working rights in a 12-month period, plus other New Zealanders that may already be here. I mean, sooner or later, the government really has to put Australians first. Look, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. I think the cats at the start were a pretty good description of both the major parties in Australia. Perhaps a lot of noise, but at the end, whatever really changes. But look, thanks for watching.